Hello my lovelies! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jamie. In this video we are going to be doing 3 new releases. First one we're going to be doing is The Story She Left Behind by Patti, Callahan, Henry. The second one we're going to be doing is The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. And then we're going to be doing The Ashfire King by Chelsea Abdullah. What prompted me to do this one in the video was because I actually have to have this returned to the library by like Thursday next week, and it's Saturday, which means I have like 5 days to read this. I know many of you have heard of The Lost Apothecary and the London Seance Society, and if you have not, I wouldn't fully recommend London Seance Society, but I would recommend Lost Apothecary. That has been my favorite by her so far. This one, we're supposed to be getting back to the historical fiction and 2 different timelines on this one. And it's very, very short, so I have a feeling this one's not going to take me as long. But I have been looking forward to getting my hands on this since, like, it was found out. Which was, I think I put the hold on this in, like, February. So I've had this one on my list for a while. And then my one on my tbr is The Ashfire King. You guys saw me pull this from my tbr jar. If you guys haven't, you guys can definitely go look at that video. I have a lot of good ones in there. This one is my favorite that I am looking forward to. This is a chunker though. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm so excited for this one. So I decided for this vlog, I would let you guys know when I started the book, the halfway point, and then when I finished the book. So should be 4 updates for each book. I am trying to work on updating you guys as far as the vlogs go, instead of just me having increments where I just read it and then let you know, hey, I finished the book. For this one in particular, I've only read one other book by this author, so I'm very curious to see how she writes now, because the book that I read was like on her backlist. It's a Saturday. We've just been chilling out for most of the day. I finished up my poetry book for my tbr. I liked it very, very much. This one, it is about in the early 300 range. I think it's 331. So we have 300 pages to read in about 5 days. And I'm hoping to at least get the first 100 done today. That is the goal for today. However, I have already finished a book, so if I don't end up doing that, my brain is just tired. So we shall see. My children are going to be hanging around. They usually do on the weekends. But I am looking forward to getting started with this. So let's get started. So we are about 180 pages in to The Story She Left Behind, which is about halfway through. I am loving this so much. I'm figuring out that Patti Callahan Henry, she's an author that I really enjoy her writing on. I'm loving the story. I'm loving the characters. They're all different in their own way. We're doing South Carolina, and then we're also doing London in here. So I don't read a lot of London books, so that's definitely getting out there with different. So I didn't explain to you guys precisely what this book was about. This one, The Story She Left Behind, this is a story about Clara, her daughter Winnie, and a guy named Charlie. So Clara and Winnie, the mother and daughter, they live in South Carolina. Clara's mother, she is actually considered a genius child author, and Clara lost her mother 25 years ago because she just ran off. Left her and her father to just fend for themselves. So it's just her and Winnie and her father. She's divorced now, and all of a sudden we have this second point of view, which is Charlie, and he is over in England. His father just passed away, and he finds in his father's possession a satchel that has her mother's name on it, saying, "Give this to Clara, this is only for her, do not tell anyone else." So he calls Clara, and at first she's like, "I don't believe this." He's like, "No, it's actually here." Because her mother was considered a genius child. She got trained in different languages, and one day when she made her book, she decided that she wanted to create a language. And that's what the book supposedly is a dictionary of her mother's words in order to create the second book that her mother was supposed to write. It's a very interesting story, to be honest. It's a lot about mother-daughter relationships, but I am really enjoying this so far. This also is supposed to be taking place in like the early 1900s. Like her mother was born in like 1902, and I think this is all taking place in 1952. I could be wrong, but it's no back and forth timelines. It's more of just like memory flashbacks, which I do enjoy. I don't mind a time jump as long as it's like, chapter by chapter, but this just kind of has like spur the moments. This brings me back to this memory. I am really enjoying this so far, and like I said, I'm already 180 pages in the way through, and there's about like 330, so I have to return this in 2 days. I'm trying so hard to get through this as fast as I can, but also I'm enjoying it, so I'm moving a lot faster than I would be with any other book. I'm gonna keep on reading, and I'll let you guys know whenever I finish it. I have officially finished The Story She Left Behind. It's a 5. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I got so scared there at the ending, but at the same time, I was very happy with this ending, and I don't even know how to describe this right now. Her writing amazes me, especially the first time I actually read her writing. The first time I ever read her writing, I definitely enjoyed it to a good extent. She has a way of writing historical fiction, which I found out this is historical fiction, so for those of you looking for an option, pick up this one. She has such a way with writing historical fiction that just captivates you and does not let you go until you're done. And I have literally sat here for a long time and I finished it. So it's a 5 out of 5. There's no other way to say that. I love this. For those of you who have not read Patti Callahan Henry's works, give her a try because she worked with motherhood on this one. She worked with loss, forgiveness, basically being afraid to take next steps in your life when you're not sure if it's the right decision. So, strong decision making in this. It's partially set in London, partially set in South Carolina. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. She is officially, because we're at 2 for 2 right now, she's officially an author. I want to get this book. I want to get this. I want to buy this eventually. But I enjoyed it so much that she is officially a backlist author for me. I have to go find her previous works. I know she's got a few. So next we're going to be doing the Amalfi Curse whenever I start that. Hey guys, so it's the next day. We're going to be reading the Amalfi Curse today. At least I want to start it. I want to get to the halfway point of this one. So for those of you who don't know what this one's about, this one is about a girl named Haven. She is an archaeologist off of the Amalfi Coast in Greece, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. But she's doing archaeological work there. The minute she shows up, misfortune starts happening to the coast and everything. And then we also have centuries before where there's a girl trying to save her lover by harnessing the power of the sea. I don't remember what she had that as. It's Stragira? I don't know. I guess we'll find that when my brain comes up with a way to pronounce it. But I am really looking forward to this one. I really enjoyed The Lost Apothecary, and this is giving Lost Apothecary vibes. So I'm hoping that this is going to be like that work. But I will give you guys the halfway update. I have about an hour before I gotta start work, so I'm gonna at least read a little bit of it, and then we're gonna give you guys an update. So I unfortunately hit a reading slump, which lasted, I think the last time I talked to you guys was Tuesday, and it's Sunday. I've only read a little bit. I put that little clip in there. That was from Saturday. I didn't really get to film much of that morning because I was just being antisocial. So I was kind of just doing my own thing. I ended up reading like 30 pages while I was at the coffee shop, so didn't get very far. But I did hit a point where it's an interesting book, and I'm not saying the book is the reason for the slump. I'm just You know, you just hit the slumps. You're just like, I don't want to do anything because I've been in overdrive for like the last 2 weeks. So that's what's going on right now. I do plan on reading for a little while today. The reason why I'm laying down, you guys are going to think this is funny, but the reason why I'm not sitting up right now, this. I'm being held hostage. Choo choo. Hi. How are you? So yeah, he's just been chilling here for like the last hour. But like I said, I'm going to be reading some today. It's been going. I feel very sluggish. I just got done watching Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon one, not the live action one. My moods vary. Sometimes I'll want to watch the live action, sometimes I'll want to watch the cartoon. So, today was a cartoon day. Everywhere is filled with people, and I just did not want to go out today, and I forced myself to, and I wish that I hadn't. I wish I would have just stayed home. And I have to go out again tomorrow, because I did figure out that Great Big Beautiful Life just got on hold for me at the library. I was like number 15 when it first came out, so it's been a minute. I now have to get that from the library. I'm not reading that in this video, no. So, but yeah, we're gonna try and finish this today. I'm about halfway through. Matter of fact, I'm like 20 pages from the halfway point. I might as well just tell you guys what I think so far. So, I'm enjoying it very, very much. Dual timelines. You've got romance on both timelines. You've got a very interesting situation on both sides. Both the older timeline and the newer timeline. Both of them are very interesting circumstances. But you do see how they tie in together, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing how both of them end. Not just the back timeline and not the newer, the both. Both of them. I'm looking forward to seeing how both of the timelines end. And that's why I want to try and finish this today. I'm pretty much at the halfway point. So if I could finish it today, that would be awesome. But if not, I would at least like to get 75 pages into this. I'm really enjoying this. I'm very happy. And so yeah, I'm gonna put some background noise on the TV, and then we are going to sit here and read. It is very rainy out. It's been rainy for the last 3 days. So we got rainy background outside, and then we're gonna have rainy background on the TV. No. No. Right? I'm so confused. What the? What the hell? No. No. She's a 5. she is a 5. Between it's just like, for those of you who love The Lost Apothecary and that's what started it, read this one. Just ignore London Seance Society. Just go right to this one. Oh my god. We've got historical aspects in here. We've got romance on both timelines. We've got suspense. I guess you would call them battle scenes. I don't know. I don't know if you would classify that, but lost family history, family love. I loved all of this. I am so happy that I got to read this one. And it gets to go back tomorrow because I have to trade it out for Great Big Beautiful Life. So, hi. Luna just took to claiming my book. I am very happy with that. Also very happy that I finished it today because I have been putting it off. I just hit a big slump. And that brought me back a little bit. And the Ashfire King, I'm hoping, gets me back even more. Because that's one I've been looking forward to the most. Yes, I have been looking forward to this one for many, many months. But that one I've been looking forward to for almost 2 years. So I'm so happy right now. I was happy with the characters were awesome. You get connected with each of the characters, at least the main characters of the timelines. But you get connected with each of the characters. It's not confusing storyline. It's actually very well done. It was very well done. The dual timelines just so well. I think that's just something that she should stick with because it is so good. It is so well done. It's not confusing. Characters, the scenery, the plot lines, each of them are very well done. I'm so happy with this. It's definitely one of the top ones. I think it's in competition with The Story She Left Behind. If anything, I think it's a little bit better. But that'll be hard to work through at the end of the year.
You say it's hard to tell just what I'm thinking. You think it's hard to see behind my smile. I'll say whatever you want, let you walk into my heart if you want to. You can ask anything, no walls between us, ain't no mess. I'ma tell you all my secrets. You can.
About 3 days since I finished the Amalfi course. Started 3 days. It's first thing in the morning. I've got about 15 minutes before I gotta go to work. I woke up early this morning. I could not go back to sleep at all. But it is what it is. Come here. Want to be up there? She's taking to doing that. Light is going through the blinds today. Hi, how are you? You say hi? She just went to behind the camera so she could pet it. Go figure. I have about 15 minutes before I gotta start work. It's bright this morning. I'm at least going to start the Ashfire King and see like if it's as good as the first book. So like I said, I don't have very much time this morning. Still got a lot more done than I normally get in the morning. Usually I just wake up, take Charlie out, and then come back inside and then go to work. So yeah, we're gonna read a little bit and then we're gonna see how we feel about it. And for those who are curious about the tea, yes, it's very tedious to make, but you know what? You get better results that way. The sweet lavender one is to reduce stress, and I've had a lot of it. So, for no reason. Do we ever know? No, we never know. So, cheers to the ones who have stress. Okay, so I'm actually really happy with the first 5 pages of this book. I was worried that I would have to start at the end of the first book to understand everything that happened because it's been a couple years. She actually started with like a transcript story of the first book. So I got the entire first book in the first 5 pages, which was so nice. Because a lot happened, I realized how much I missed. I thought I remembered everything, definitely did not. But yeah, the first 5 pages were the whole entire book. So, at least you don't have to worry about refreshing or it starting off exactly where it left off. It did not. It gives you the entire recap of the first book, and I'm so thankful for that. Now that I know that, now I remember everything. On my lunch is when I'm going to have to continue this, because now I got to go to work, so. I will update you guys whenever I start the actual story instead of just getting a recap of the first book. But hey guys, so we're gonna do a quick update real quick. I have reached the halfway point for the Ashfire King, and it is so good. It took a minute. It really took a minute for everything to kick back in because I haven't read the first book in like 3 years. With all the terminology and the djinn powers and their terminology, everything like that. That took a while to do. Getting past all that, finally got to a point where I'm now really getting into it. The story's starting to come through a lot more. The characters have stayed the same, and I love each and every one of them still. Facing new challenges, new people, new djinn, and I'm loving it. I'm actually enjoying myself. It's Sunday. I started off on page 62, and there's like 500 pages in here, so we've gotten to like, I think 262 is the halfway point. So, yeah. It's pretty much 6 o'clock on a Sunday, and basically today I've been reading for like 2-3 hours, and then Nick and I will watch a new movie that we haven't seen. We've been making some headway with a lot of our movies too. So I've read 150 pages first, and then we tried to watch Split. That didn't work, and for me in particular. I didn't like it at all. So we ended up watching Red One, which is a Christmas movie. Really funny, and really liked it. It was Good Christmas movie. So we watched that, and then I read for another 2 hours. Made it to the halfway point, which was 262. And then we just got done watching Borderlands. So now I get to read for like a good hour and a half. He wants to wait until nighttime because we're gonna watch A Quiet Place. We've already seen A Quiet Place day 1, and that was really good. So now we're gonna see the actual first movie that they made. I'm kind of excited for that one. It seemed really good. And it's not really horrific, it's more of a suspense, which are things that I can handle. I can't handle like The Exorcist or Insidious or things like that. So those are out. But I'm gonna sit here and we're gonna read some more. No. 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 Oh no. Oh shit. No. I'm on my lunch right now. I just finished this. No. No. No, 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 no. I need the third one. Give it to me. It took her 2 years to write this one. Is it gonna be another 2 years before I get a third one to figure out what happened? No. No. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. No one died, but major plot twist. Literally on the last frickin' word. Oh my god. A 5, a 6, a 7. Highest you can consider this. I feel empty right now. And you're cruel. You're cruel. But I love you. So, since we finished this, I might as well do this now. I absolutely love this trilogy. For those who have not read this yet, the first book is on Book of the Month. Add it to your book box because she is an artist. I love her. This is the second book she's ever written, and I would bow in this lady's feet. And I'm also at a loss for words. I first one was good. Overall, if I could give this a 6 star, I give it a 6 star. For Chelsea Abdullah, since this is only her second book, because she's never written anything before The Stardust Thief. And this being her second book, I will literally buy anything she writes. If she writes a short story, if she writes anything, this lady has my soul right now. And there are only like 3 authors I can think of that come to mind when I think of that. She is officially an all-time favorite. Oh my god. Between the plot line, which devours the entire book, there is literally nothing else. It's all plot. That's all it is. It's all plot. We have character development. We have no romance, by the way. No romance in this at all. Even in the second book, which I was very surprised, because usually they would take a turn right about now, but she didn't. So there's no romance in this. And I am loving it because of that. With there being no romance in it. The battle scenes, the magic of the djinn. Oh. You guys have not read The Stardust Thief. Please read it and then immediately read this one. I do kind of regret not reading the first book first, but I wanted to see. I forgot how much happened in the first one. Like, so many details I forgot, so many terminology, the djinn names, some of the stories that tie into this one. You kind of forget after 2 years. And I wish I would have read the first one, but I slowly started remembering everything, so I was okay. I really thought about stopping and reading the first one, but I did fine, so we're good. I feel like this would be easier because there's so much information in this. If you also haven't read this, my best description of this writing, in particular, just the writing alone, best description I can come up with is hypnotizing. She ropes you in, she gets you interested, and she does not let you go until you get everything you want. Which for me is the whole book. I could have read this in one sitting had I had the time. Okay, I would have made the time to finish this, and I'm glad that I didn't, because I was able to enjoy it easier, and I feel like it'll stay fresher in my mind over a longer period of time. I can guarantee you that I will, depending on how long it takes for her to write the third one, because it is a trilogy, and I know there's a third one coming. It's probably going to be a while, because this one took 2 years to write. Almost 3. So I'm empty. I will probably stay empty until I get the third one. But she's amazing. I don't think I have read a fantasy like this ever. Especially the first book. It's, for those of you who love fantasy, for those who like magic stories, who don't like a lot of romance, literally none. I'm promising you, there's no like snippet of a kiss here and there. No, we haven't even had any of that yet. Maybe in the third book. I'm hoping, because I have hopes, but that's the point. This is leading up to that hope. I'm very thankful that it is not a romance-based fantasy, because I feel like it would have ruined it and took everything out of it. So if you don't like a lot of romance, definitely read this one. Please read this one. I love the battle scenes. There's never a dull moment. I could go on and on and on about this book right now. It's a 6. Definitely a 5. and also the last one that I have for you guys for this video. So with that wrap up, we're going to talk about the other two really quick, just to touch on. So the first one I read, Stories She Left Behind by Patti C. Henry. Her name is just, you have to think about how to say it. Loved it. Mother-daughter story. I couldn't ask for a better writer. She's amazing at what she does. Definitely planning on reading her backlist because she does have quite a few. So we'll definitely be doing that. Second one, The Amalfi Curse. Just as good. Another 5-star. I'm so over the moon right now that all of these were 5 stars. This one, just as captivating, just as magical as the first one. The back and forth between the timelines, the back and forth of the perspectives. Absolutely loved it. I loved it just as much, and I think this is the best work she's done yet, and I will continue to get her books. We've had one meh book, but so far her track record is going really well for me, so I'm going to keep reading her stuff, and she's an amazing lady. I love her so much. Please read this one if you haven't yet, and you love The Lost Apothecary. Please read this one. It is just as good, if not a little bit better than the first one. Then moving on to Ashfire, just to wrap it up really quick. Absolutely loved it. Wholly recommend reading the first book and then reading this one right afterwards, because it just flows better, it will work better, and you won't forget anything. I loved having the multiple perspectives on this. We had Luli, Mazen, and Aisha's perspectives, and they all flowed wonderfully. I loved how she did everything in this, from the scenery to the characters to the magical aspect, everything. I do not have a single thing to say about this. So there's that. Overall, this whole video was a success. This was reading all the new releases that I have been anticipating for months, and each of them was a 5-star. I loved each and every one of these, and I hope you guys will get some new authors out of this. I definitely enjoyed this. That is all I have for you guys today, and this took a while to make, so it's my first long video I've done, actually. Even the reading vlogs, I was very short with them. I really enjoy doing this video, and I hope you guys watch it and enjoy it as much as I do. Love you, read and drink your teas, and I'm gonna go read some more. Bye!